In this video, I'm going to talk about Brainerd Chemical Company and give some ideas on things that can be done that would probably improve your marketing campaign. So the first thing that I want to talk about is what I do when I help companies enhance their marketing or increase or improve their marketing campaign. And here's my process for what I typically do when I go in and start helping a company. The first thing that I do is develop a CGS. It stands for a customized growth strategy or a comprehensive growth strategy. So essentially what this is just a documented plan and explains exactly how the marketing campaign is going to be carried out. And the most important part about the CGS, about this document, is the strategic objective. So it identifies a strategic objective. It sets forth the ultimate goal, the ultimate thing that wants to be achieved with the marketing resources. And that strategic objective has to be quantitative. So it has to be something that's achievable. So for example, a good strategic objective might be to increase revenue by 100,000 or $1 million or $10 million in revenue. That's quantitative and it's achievable. Or to increase clientele to a certain total gross number of clients or customers. That's the most important part about the CGS, to identify exactly what it is that you want to do, and that way you will know what success looks like. The second thing that the CGS does is it selects the best tactical tools. So once you know what the strategic objective is, and you know what it is that you want to accomplish, then it's just a matter of deciding what's the best way to get there. Is it to use the website, to use social? Should we run more traffic to the website through search engine optimization or through pay-per-click? Should we use Facebook or social media of some sort? Should we do offline marketing? Should we run a billboard? Just select the best tactical tools. And then from there you set the marketing budget, execute the plan, track results, make changes where necessary. Now with that said, I want to look at Brainerd Chemical Company and give some ideas to kind of get your marketing juices flowing, to get an idea of some things, some concrete ideas that you could do that would probably help you achieve whatever your objective is. So here's your website. The first thing that I would recommend would be to install analytics on your website. That way you'll have a really good idea of how well your website is working. Metrics that can track to see how good of a employee, so to speak, this website is for you, how good of a sales resource it is. So I've got this software package that I can install on the website, and it will track everything: how many visitors you get, how long the visitors stay on your website, where they came from, what they're using to view your website. And to give you an example, I have a client called Covert Furniture. They build customized furniture that you can, it's actually really cool furniture. You can hide things in it, little secret compartments. And this is the back end of their website. So with this, I can track everything about the traffic that they're getting. They get a few hundred visitors per day, and you can see here, I can see the IP address. I can see how long ago they were on the website, how many moves. This is their mouse movement, so I can see just with this really quick, I can see how engaged my customer or my visitors are with my website. I can see how long they were on the website, where they came from. This is really interesting because we're running a Pinterest campaign, this particular client. And so I can see all the people that come over from Pinterest, and I can see how many sources I get from Pinterest. That's really helpful. I can also see what city they live in. So I know this particular visitor in San Antonio, Texas. And I also know that he found me through Google. And I also know that he used an Android mobile device, and he used Chrome to look at my website. This guy was on a PC, he used Chrome. This guy was on a PC, used Internet Explorer. The reason this is useful, that's an iPhone by the way, the reason this is useful is because I can tell really quickly what kind of computers my visitors are using to view my website. So if there's a whole bunch of people that are using mobile devices, then I would know I've got to make sure my site is completely fully optimized for mobile and works well and it looks good on a mobile device. And I know for this particular client that 75 to 78% of his traffic uses a mobile device. So obviously we put a lot of effort and a lot of resources into making his mobile work like a charm. So this tells you a lot. It's got a lot of other features. It records a video for every single person that goes on the website, so you can see their mouse and see what they read, what they look at. You can see how far down people scroll in the aggregate, how far people down, how far they scroll down on the web page. So I can see if people are seeing the stuff that's down here, see which web pages get viewed the most. It's pretty helpful. It's really insightful to see, like I said, where people come from, how long they stay there, and how well they engage you with your website. With that data, then what you can do is you can improve your website and you can make your website work that much better. If you can see how people use it and how they like it, how well, what they do once they get there, then you can be like, oh, maybe, with that information, maybe if I add a video, maybe that'll help. Let's try that. So you add a video and then you see how well it works, if it does or does not work. And super useful. So that's probably the first thing that I recommend is getting analytics on your site, and then using those analytics to improve the website. The second thing that once you get the website working, so you know that it's a well-oiled machine, that it's an effective sales resource, the next thing that companies usually need to do is to get traffic. Now your website works, now we need to get leads that come in, visitors that come to the website, and you can do that through what's called search engine optimization. So when people get on Google or Bing or Yahoo and type in certain keywords, you want to make sure you know what people are looking for, who want to find you, and to make sure that you are organically optimized for those web pages, for those web searches, so that when people get on Google, they can find you. That's called organic search engine optimization, SEO. The other thing that you might be able to use is something called PPC. PPC is Google advertising, where essentially you pay Google to run an ad for you, and when people search, they find your website, and assuming that your website works really well, you convert that traffic into paying customers. The third thing that you could do that I think would be useful is to utilize some form of social media, and I'm going to talk about Facebook today. I have this client called Coles. And as you can see, we got about 1,600 likes, so it's a good page. It's been pretty effective. And if you want to use Facebook, the first thing that you need to do is to develop a Facebook profile. I looked for a Brainerd chemical company Facebook page. I couldn't find one, so assuming that you don't have one, that'd be the first step. And then from there, it's pretty straightforward. What you do is you just run posts, and those posts will go out to everybody who likes your page. And so you can see here we've got 1,600 likes on this particular page. Every time we run a post, we reach out and we touch 1,600 people. And those are 1,600 people that already like their page. So these are people that are already prone to either purchase with us. Most of them are customers or past customers. And we can run specials to them. We can run little posts that make it so that people want to engage with our Facebook profile, get people to like our post, things like that. But every single time we run a Christmas or a special like this Christmas special, we get really, really good response. So that's how Facebook would work. Facebook is really powerful though, because Facebook allows you to do paid advertising or paid promotions where you can boost your post out to a lot of people. So if you wanted to engage with people on Facebook, you could run a post and then you can do something called a boost. And when you boost a post, it will go out to as many people as you're willing to pay for. And usually for $5 or $10, you can have a boost go out to 2,500 people. Sometimes upwards of 10,000 people just for $10. So it's pretty effective. The other thing that makes Facebook promotion or Facebook advertising really powerful is that you can say, I only want this post to go to people of this gender, or I can sort by geographical area. So where they live, I might say, I only want this offer to go to people who live in the San Antonio area. This particular client, they're in the UK, and so when we boost posts, we have these specials only run to people who live in a certain radius of either London, Slough, Southall, or Hounslow, which are that's where our offices are for this particular client. So that's pretty powerful. You can also sort by age demographic. So for this particular client, we know that we're looking for women between the ages of 18 and 30 who live in a certain geographical region. So essentially you could do the same thing. You just identify your market and then just run posts to people who fit that target market, and then people will interact with you and engage with you on Facebook, and then from Facebook you can bring those leads over to your website as well. You can run a blog or something like that on your website to engage with them on your website as well. And then once people get on your website, they look at other things, and then you just got to make sure your website is effective at converting those leads into actual paying clients, whatever that looks like, the next step. So you identify the process, the online process of exactly how you want to take people from a lead and convert them into a customer. So those are some of the ideas. Just for recap, like I said, the first thing I'd probably do is install analytics on your website so you know how well the website is performing. With that information, come up with ideas on how to improve the website, execute those improvements, and then do that over time to improve your website. Run traffic either through search engine optimization or pay-per-click or map optimization. Facebook might be a really good platform to use to drive traffic to your website, and then also to engage with people just through your Facebook profile. You probably get people to call in or take the next step of action via Facebook as well. Pinterest or Twitter might be platforms that would help you as well. But those are some of the ideas that I think could be done to improve your marketing. If you're interested in any of those, then I think the next step for us would be to do a more formal and a more in-depth, have a more in-depth conversation of exactly what you want your growth strategy to be, what your strategic objective is. And then with the strategic objective, then we can move to the next step, which is as I already mentioned, would be to select the best tools to achieve your strategic objective. And then from there, we would set the marketing budget, execute the plan, track results, and make changes where necessary to guide that campaign to the point where we achieve our strategic objectives. Thanks, Wendy. If you have any questions, give me a call. We can talk further, but hopefully that helps. Thanks.